Recording. Hello, everyone out there in YouTube. P99 here. I am Bushidobull coming at you with Zach. I also have here,
AC
uh,
Gamer.
and who are you playing tonight?
I am playing Zorns, my level 4. Is he monk, right? Yeah, I think he's a monk.
Yep.
Level
You're
4 monk.
almost ready to level, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. I like playing this game. This is like 92, 93, maybe 94% into my level. You can't quite tell. I know there's UIs out there, and some of you guys are screaming at the screen right now and saying, just download one already. I like going on there and not knowing. That's part of the game to me. That was old school. You never quite knew. You kind of had to guess, and sometimes your guesses were off. Sometimes they were spot on. And it was a little game you could play, like, how many more kills before I leveled? Did you ever play that back in the day?
No, I didn't think about it. Usually at these levels, you would ding before you realized it.
No, at these levels, yeah, but at higher levels, where you wait like an entire week through a heck level, trying to actually, finish it off, and you finally get towards the end, and it looks like your bar is completely filled up, but you know that one kill is not going to do it, so you got to sit there and guess to yourself, okay, how much do I need? And you're not even quite sure if you're at 99% or if you're at 98%. You're not quite. I gotta assist. Oh no, there you go. I was targeting myself, unfortunately.
I know. I was like, what's going on?
It's because I hit the F1 key to start my recording, and that's to target yourself, and I forgot to take that off. So, but you were saying, man?
Um, oh, it's not recording. How about that?
Oh no, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still yellow, the little countdown thing.
Oh, we'll start it up, man. We'll do this as for those of you who are listening on my side, guys. We're doing a little test video here. We're trying to get this up and running for him. He's new to YouTube as well, but he's going to bring you a lot more content, guys. So if you do enjoy his videos, if you do enjoy his commentary, make sure you head over to his site, man, and check it out.
Bushidobull at yahoo.com.
Whenever you're ready, man. If you want to do
I already did. Go ahead.
Oh, you already started it up?
Yeah, right in the middle of that. But
Do you want to start it up like with your intro, or do you want to just go with that?
now we're already into the we're down the rabbit hole, as the saying goes.
Okay, guys. So if you just came to the channel, you just came to the video, and you're starting up, and you're like, what are these guys talking about? This is Bushidobull, guys. He's producing content for P99, as you guys can see right now, and we're playing on our Iksar monks right now. We're playing the level 4. Actually, you're level 5 right now, right?
Yep, I just dinged when we turned in that last quest.
And the quest he's talking about is to kill these scaled wolf pups, and they will drop their hide, their what do you call it, the skin almost.
Yeah.
And you're gonna take that, put it in a backpack you get from a certain NPC inside the town. And even if you're not going to do the quest, I would highly recommend you go over there and get the backpack at the very least. It's a free one, and backpacks cost about 5 gold in this game. And when you first start out, you're not going to have 5 gold for some time. And depending on the race that you picked, or not the race, but the class that you picked, you may not want to waste what little money you have on a backpack. You may be a caster and be like trying to save up for your spells, or you may be. Can a necro play over here? Yeah, necro can play over here.
In fact, these guys are known for to be necros.
Yeah, so if you're playing your necro, you're obviously not going to want to waste your money. You're going to want to save up for that first level, pet that you can get. And so it's just one of those things where you can save money, go ahead and do so. And if you want to, if you're out here killing these creatures anyways, you can turn this quest in. You can get some pretty nice armor. I don't know if it's going to be great for everybody, but it's pretty nice to start with. And it's actually freaking awesome for a monk, because it has very, very low weight to it, and it adds a nice, amount of AC compared to cloth armor that I've seen in the past. Cloth
and
armor.
A couple saving throws as well.
Yeah, you get nice little things of like save versus disease or poison or cold. It kind of rotates through it. In fact, I will show you guys some of the stuff that I have, and if you want to do that to your audience over there as well, just go ahead and link it on the screen for people to see kind of like what it does. There's 4 pieces right there, guys. I got the cape, the leggings, the tunic, and the snout mount. What do you have?
I have the curse scale skull cap. It's just AC 3. You see? I also have the snout mount. I don't know why they call it a mount.
It's weird, yeah. It's a kind of a funky name, but it's still pretty nice.
That one has AC2 and disease of +1. I got the sleeves. It has AC3. Oops, I closed my window. I got the Curse Scale Choker, AC2 on that. And I closed it out again. I need to learn to not do that. I also got the Curse Scale Cape, AC3, Save versus Cold of 2. I've got the Curse Scale Belt of AC2. And I've got the Curse Scale Leggings of AC4 plus Save versus Cold, too. Since we're lizards and cold-blooded, that AC2 that saving throw +2 is really nice, as we are deeply affected by cold spells.
Right. And what are you missing right now? What's the one? I think you said gloves.
I got two gloves and shoes.
Okay, so I don't know if those are the hardest to find or if it's just random. We just haven't run into them. You actually got a couple doubles already, right?
Yeah, I'm saving them for the other members of our group.
But what are some of the doubles that you got? So the people who are listening might be able to be like, oh, maybe those are the common that you get more often.
I got a Curse Scale Tunic.
You actually got two of those, right? Because you gave me one.
I gave you one earlier.
Yeah, so that's the second, actually third one that you've gotten from the beginning.
I think I gave you everything else. So that's all I got right now for those guys.
And you guys could see it on me, what I had. I think the only thing I got was the cap. And I'm not actually wearing that because I actually have a better cap that I found off of one of the random enemies out here. It's a magic item, no trade, a red headband. 3 AC, +1 to dexterity, -10 to charisma. Weight is 0. Size is small, class is all, and race is all. And that's pretty nice. The +1 to dexterity is obviously not too shabby. The charisma, I don't really have to worry about that too much. So I'm not really concerned with the charisma, impact on my character. But is that what you're wearing, the cap?
Yeah, I'm wearing the cap. The only thing that isn't in this line of armor is my chest piece, which is a Burnite hide tunic. That is a AC of 9, strength of 2, int of 2. My strength isn't very high, so that's what I was going for there. And somebody, last time I played this character, gave me a Burnite hide bracer of AC 4, agility of 2. But that weighs a lot for a little bracer of 4.5 each.
Right. Yeah. It's
And then I got my shackle of dust, AC 2.
And that's what you start with as a monk. Where you don't actually start with. You have to turn in the note and get that. But that's part of a longer quest line, you were saying.
Yeah, it goes up to, I believe, level 8. And I can't remember if level 8 is not going to be reachable because it's supposed to have gone into the Luckland era, the last level of it.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, but we can get like 7 down.
Well, some of those quests that they added later on in the game or changed later on in the game were exactly that. They were changed to incorporate some of the newer zones. And so the original quest that's in P99 may be, what it was when it first came out, which may be to a completely different zone. So, I don't know. We'll have to see when we get there if that's still in the game or not. It's going to be interesting to find out. There's a lot of little differences that those of you who may have played on live may not be accustomed to. I played back in the day, so when I see differences, it's usually like that wasn't original when this is the way it was before. So, yeah, it's usually reversed for me, but that's because I loved the original game. I think it was great the way it was, and that's why I'm back here playing it again. So I am going to be on the road down towards the bottom of the map, or the newbie ramp, I should say, if you want to meet me down there, man.
I'm right behind you.
Oh, are you? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and stop. I didn't see where you were, so.
I was trying to catch up.
Oh, great. I'm targeting myself again. I don't know why I keep doing that. There we go. And I was given a really, really nice, weapon right here, guys. It's the Woo Stick. Let me see if I can get into my inventory. Some of you guys may notice I am lagging out a little bit here when we do the fights, just because of how many mobs that are here. And then when the mobs die, their corpses create a little bit of lag for me as well. I'm not sure why. This is the only zone that I know this happens in. And I think it's because it's how big it is. Like, there's just so much to the zone that it's going to be something we have to deal with from time to time. But it's not too big of a hassle yet. I mean, maybe later on when there's a lot of things I should be doing and turning the mob and stuff like that, If we got lag like this, that would be an issue. But I don't get it in any part of the rest of the game that I've ever seen on any of my videos, so I'm not really too concerned. I think we'll be out of here before this ever becomes a thing. But let me go ahead and link this weapon to you guys. It is the
Hey.
Master Wu's Trance Stick. What's that?
I just finally got some experience. These aren't really giving me experience anymore.
Yeah, but even if they're not, the fact that you're going to get bone chips off of them is probably going to make it more than worth it for you. You know, and that's why we're doing it. We're trying to get the bone chips. We're also trying to get the skins to turn in that quest. So we're working on two different quests here. At the same time, you're going to get experience on, I would say, probably about 80% of them, if not more, at this level. Maybe at level 5, a little bit less than that. But, you know, it's still pretty good. It's still pretty good experience. And the amount of money that you're going to make off of it, plus the items that you have potentially you can get off of this, will more than make up for any loss of experience here and there. Let me turn around. Whew, look at that lag, guys. All we have to do is get away from it. If we just looked in another direction. I remember when I played this game back in the day, you know, my computer was not state-of-the-art by any means. And, you know, this game was really sophisticated at the time.
Yeah, I was running a 486 SE back then.
Did you have to look at the ground, like during raids and stuff like that?
Yeah, what I do is I zoom out and from first person, I guess, to third person,
Right.
and scroll and look down over the top of me. So it's like the old-fashioned games where you at the top-down view.
Oh, right, almost like a god view kind of look.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always, as a cleric, I never had to see where I was going or anything like that when I was in a raid, because you basically just stand up, heal, sit back down, stand up, heal, sit back down. And you don't move very often in a raid, almost never once you get to your spot. And so I could just stare at a wall and see the group's names up here in the little group window, stand up, heal them, and then sit back down. That did make for a boring view, but it made for a very safe environment for, you know, for my cleric, because he could actually do what he needed to do. Whereas, you know, if I didn't do that, my guy just would not be able to heal, and I wouldn't be able to go at all, and I'd miss out on the loot. So that's what this kind of reminds me of.
It took me actually 2 whole real life years before I got my first piece of raid gear alive.
It took a while for the servers to get to the point where they knew what they were doing. Like, that's something we don't have to worry about on this one,
Well,
because
my
everybody
first
already
guild,
knows.
They were set up. They got people in there to help them get gear for them and their ults.
Yeah, but everything was new. Like, nobody knew how to kill a dragon. I remember for weeks there were people trying to kill dragons and not figuring out how to do it. You know, so it wasn't like they could go up online or they could go talk to somebody who's already done a whole bunch of them and figure it out for themselves. See, and the lag just completely clears up when we loot the last corpse there. But we got more coming here. We zoom out all the way.
I'm attacking myself. Why am I doing that?
I think they nerfed the zoom in and zoom out, because I think Dark Dragon was talking about it a while back, that, you know, his zooming in and out kind of slowed down, and then a couple weeks later I noticed mine did as well. Like, I can zoom in and out very, very slowly now. How does yours work? Is it pretty quick, or?
It seems about the same to me.
Oh, well, then maybe I did something different to Windows or something, because it seems to go so slow, and it used to be so quick because you could use that to your advantage, going in and out of that kind of you know, vision to see what was going on.
Now, when I spin, the only thing I notice is when I use my mouse and I'm spinning like this, I'm holding the right button and just using my mouse to turn. I can turn pretty fast, but every now and then I'll flip backwards. I don't know what that causes that. Somebody said my mouse sensitivity or something.
No, I've seen that happen to my guy a couple times before too. I think I've even caught it on camera, so that might be, you know, something. It might be a mouse issue that I have as well, or it could be the fact that Windows is interfering with Everquest. I know I have on mine, and I wish I knew how to turn it off. I'm sure there's a way to do it, but I have on mine, if you press the same key like 6 times in a row or something like that, it asks you if you want to set it to a special key or something weird. And on certain games, and this is one of them, that you will constantly press a certain key, you know, 6 times in a row, like a cleric who's pressing, you know, 2 or 3 or something like that to cast a spell. If he's standing up and he's just constantly casting Complete Heal over and over and over again, you'll have that little message pop up, and it will like minimize Everquest when you're doing that, it just sucks because somebody could die because of it. So something you might want to be aware of as far as things that I've run into with this game. And you know, I guess you could turn that off, right?
You mean key binding?
Yeah. Like with Windows not notifying you every time you press it a certain number of
I
times.
guess what you could do is go through and eliminate the keys that you don't want to use.
The ones that you don't want to bind to anything.
Right, and you can even, if they have something in them, you could just make them blank. Like, you know, I don't know what the...
Well, like, the keys that I'm pushing aren't bound to anything. Windows is saying that, I guess it just recognizes somewhere in the coding that if you push the key more than like 6 times in a row, you're trying to do something with it that it wasn't. I don't know what the reasoning behind it is. I just know if you do it, it pops up and it says, "Would you like to bind this to something?" So basically, it's just a reminder saying you've done this so many times. Do you want to do something with it?
So that's not EQ telling you that.
No, no, that's Windows.
Oh, I just lagged right there.
I'm just saying, like, it's one of the weird things that I've seen Windows do on a game like this.
I've never seen that.
Really?
Yeah.
That must just be something on mine that I need to turn off.
Yeah, I think, yeah, something in the settings. You can stop running anytime you want.
I'm going to bring it over here to the little path. It seems like the best place to do it. That way you don't have to worry about any roamers. In fact, we do get quite a few roamers over here anyway, so that's kind of a nice little thing.
Yeah, they just come and glum on.
Yeah, and that way we can just keep getting more and more pulls, because at this point we're not really worried about our health. If we were, that would be a very, very horrible thing to have.
Yeah,
you know, just ads that never end.
Train on yourself.
Yeah, they never end. They quite literally from time to time will go on for like 5-10 minutes longer than. And I wasn't able to get that many pulls there just because.
My bag is full.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I only have 3, so I need another 5. Let's go ahead and kill these guys real quick because it seems like they want to hurt me. Now, what do you think of this zone so far?
Dude, I've been in this zone because usually when the Iksars came out, I almost always played an Iksar. I just wish they had a rogue Iksar.
It's kind of weird that they don't. Was there a story behind why they didn't?
I think that it has something to do with their societal norms, that they would consider them an aberration. That's why you have the Iksar bandits out here. They've been exiled.
Now, do you remember what the storyline for these guys were, as far as like where they come from, you know, who they tick off to get here?
Yeah, they were actually the Shissairs. I don't know if I'm saying that right. The snake people that's in that one plane.
Kazakh-Thul?
They remember on Live they had that one place you could go and they had the snake dudes, and you had to have some sort of enduring breath or you would choke to death.
No, how far in the Live was that?
It was on one of the Lucklands.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Not very familiar with those areas over there, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it.
Well, apparently they had us as slaves.
Oh, really? So we've actually broken free.
Yeah.
So we're the good guys. We're out of here, huh?
And then later on, we created the Sarnax.
As what, slaves?
As slaves ourselves. I guess we didn't learn our lesson.
I was going to say, man, usually that's not... I guess maybe it is the case, but that's kind of unfortunate. We aren't the good guys, unfortunately.
Well, you know that even in human history that every culture has held slaves.
Yeah, but you can't consider yourself the good guys when you break away from slavery and then the very first thing you do is go create your own slaves. Like, you didn't even find them. Like, you went out and created them, which I think it kind of makes it even worse because you had to take that extra effort, you know? Let's see. We're gonna go ahead and get this guy. So they created their own slaves, and what happened, man?
They revolted. After this point, it became a little vague to me. Ooh, spiders. Oh, there's a place we can get magical daggers. They proc at level 1, assuming we can spawn the spider.
Let's see, somebody was shouting something. High level druid. Buffing for free at Noob Ramp. DS, Chloroplast, and Spirit of the Wolf. Yeah, I say we run it over there real quick, man.
Kill these things?
Well, okay. we can run it over there with them on. Can't pass down high-level druid buffs, man.
I know. Where's Corvellis when we need him?
What level is he right now?
15 or 16, something of that nature. He was grouping with Dark Dragon, and he was still getting experience. So, and Dark Dragon was 20 or 21 at the time.
And
Okay.
Corvallis is your character, right?
No, Corvallis is
Who?
Dark Hardross's character.
Oh, okay.
His druid.
Who did you make to go with that one?
Honey Brown. But she out leveled him a little bit during the double XP weekend. I'm just waiting for him to get caught up to her.
Right.
Or his cleric.
Yeah, double experience weekends, man. I can't say I like those things very much.
I got 2 levels in one place over there in Guck. We finally found the area where the that one thing that Brandon was trying to get off the Squire, I think they called it.
In Lower Guck?
No, Upper Guck.
What was
There's
it?
an actual room. You know that C-shaped bridge? Instead of going out where we usually go,
Right.
you go all the way around and then up the ramp.
Oh, and there's a room with like steps at the very back of it,
Sort of. It's more like a
like platforms.
Platforms.
Yeah, yeah, I know which one you're talking about. He's in the top left corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good room.
Not Brandon, but ZK's other tune, his enchanter was there, and he did a video on them. That's how I figured out where it was at.
I guess there's
I'm
not
like,
gonna be.
that's where it's at.
Yeah, it's a good area. I used to go there, when that zone used to be camped. It wasn't
Where's
the last
Jordan?
few times. I don't know. I guess they're not gonna. I mean, we just gonna sit there. I wasn't gonna go over there and like literally ask them, but if they're looking for people to buff, I was gonna sit there in front of them and see if they would toss a few our way. It's not really that big of a deal. We're not taking
we're
any
not hurting
damage
at all.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, that would have been pretty much a waste on our guys, because we're just running back and forth. I guess we could have tried going out there into the field itself and seeing if we could kill any of those guys, but they're all red to me. What did they con to you now at level 5?
Out there, I am level 6. They're going to be either yellow or red to me.
You're level 6 already?
No, 5. Sorry.
I was gonna say, man, you went a whole level past me with those quests you're turning in. Dang, man.
Bone Crawler is even con.
Oh, there it is, Millis. So I guess that was her that was sitting right in front of us, probably going to buff us up. But I don't know. I don't think we really need it. If you want to run over there and grab them, you're more than welcome to do that.
We can go. Okay, I don't see anything else because these guys are hunting it. So they're doing a pretty good job of keeping it clear.
Who?
These group of people here on the ramp, newbie ramp.
Oh, the stuff they're pulling from inside that area?
Yeah, I only saw one spider over there. It was even con though to me.
Yeah, can you imagine though if you had a group of like 6 monks, you could keep pretty much any area clean very easily. Now the creatures over here, they do spawn quite a bit faster than you will find in other zones, especially at higher levels. Some rooms will take like 19-20 minutes to repop. That is done on purpose. The creatures will take longer and longer to kill. And so where we may be wiping the floor with these creatures and killing them in a few seconds, that usually is not going to be the norm. It usually will not go that quickly. Let's see if I can grab these guys up here. And I'll meet you at the top of the ramp.
Okay, I see you now. There you are. Plus I got one on my tail, so no biggie. Am I encumbered yet? Yes, I am. Just one stone over. How many you said you need? About 3 more?
I need just 1 more, actually. And hopefully somebody here will have it. If not, the bone chips alone. Whether you want to sell them or turn them in as a quest, really, really nice. 10 platinum for a stack of bone chips is a ton of money at this level. Now, selling them, on the other hand, may be a little bit difficult because you're not anywhere near where most people sell all their junk, which is Eastern Commons. You might be able to do it because there will be people over here that are twinks, and they will be playing Necros, and they may not feel like hunting these low-level creatures when they're leveling so quickly. But you're not going to be a norm. It's not going to be something you can really count on. So just know that you may have to hang on to those stacks for a little while until you could make it to a certain zone, but it is worth it. I mean, they will go very, very quickly once you make it to Eastern Commons, or even close to Eastern Commons. What you could do, if you know of a high-level zone where like level 40s and 50s are, if you're passing through it for whatever reason, I can't think of a lot that you would do that on. But if you are, go ahead and do an OOC, let people know, or an auction, I should say, letting them know that you're selling those. high
Just
level
behind you.
characters usually will take, the opportunity and buy them from you, even if they don't necessarily need them, because they may have, 10 platinum on them in silver or gold, and at your level, you don't really care what it's in. You just want that money, unless of course you're traveling, and then it kind of sucks to have all that weight on you. But
One more bone chip.
did you get any more?
Yeah, I just need one more to make an even 20.
Well, I can give you one of mine if we.
I got two. You need, I just saw my thing. I got two skins.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just need one, but there might still be one here in the pack. Let me see before we trade up. Ah, I got another bone chip. Bone. Big bucks, no whammies. There we go. I got one.
I got it. And there's nothing there.
Let's go ahead and combine that. We'll put that back in. Let's loot the rest of these things up. Nope, nothing on that one. One more. Yep, I think that's it, right? Nope, one more. How many freaking corpses are here in this one little spot?
I don't see any except for the one behind you.
That's the one I'm talking about. I've looted it 4 times in a row.
There it
Okay,
goes. This
yeah,
is it.
finally. There's 4 corpses there.
It was just lagging.
No, I literally kept looting it and it kept giving me more and more money. Which is pretty nice. 2 silver, 5 copper, 7 copper, 1 silver, 9 copper. So,
You looted the swords?
I looted a few of them.
Yeah, because you want to sell it. Oh, we got 2 skins on me.
Oh, we'll stop it
Or
up here
no,
at the...
3 pups on you.
Yeah, we'll stop it up here at the top and get a little bit more. Because you can pick these skins up and put them in your backpack. And then when you get the other one, that's when you can, put them over there. So now I'm going to fight him over here a little bit off to the side because there is a guard who walks up and down here. And in fact, there he is right there. So let's back up a little bit because we don't want to lose these things to him. Normally, he's an asset to have. You can use that to your advantage so that you don't have to worry about dying. But in this situation... There you go. But in this situation, not really something you want because you want that experience. Not only that, but you want the loot. And you can see that he's not walking on the path right now. Normally he walks directly on that path, but I guess he's a little bit over to the right because some of the bombs pulled him.
Yeah, their body pulling them, see?
So it's just taking him a little bit longer to get over there. But we kill all the enemies here.
I can't kill that quickly.
You can at later levels, especially as a monk, but would you really want to? Like, you played MMOs out there that are that easy. Did you get the kind of enjoyment that you get off of this one?
At lower levels, I like killing that fast, but as I progress up, I do like how it does slow down. Look how fast we're killing these guys now.
But that's because of the weapon that I got.
Yeah.
That is kind of a cheat because I should not have this weapon at this level, but...
No, that's about a level 50 weapon there.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not something you should have. But if you're a twink and you've, made it up to that level and you've kind of earned it, or somebody earned it and gave it to you, it's a very, very cool thing to have. I don't really see that being a drawback because you get to make that decision whether you use it or not. But if your character is so overpowered, he kills thing in one hit, I see that.
You practically were, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing with this weapon. But I could take it off and we could go back to the way it was. Like, we have that choice.
I don't know, use it.
No, I definitely will.
I would be if he had given it to me.
I'm just saying that we have the option so that if we're leveling too quickly and we're not learning the tactics of how to play a monk, because you really don't want to wait. You don't want to get power level to like level 30 and have no clue about how to operate your character.
Yeah, you want to think of a monk not as a tank, but as melee.
Well, he can be a tank. He can be a tank. He can be a
He's
puller.
a good pull tank.
He can be a DPS. I mean, he has a lot of roles, and that's what I'm getting at is if you didn't earn that, if you didn't get up to that point, if you level too quickly, you're not going to have any clue, how to do what you need to do. Are these brittle Iksar skulls for anything?
I think after I sell here, let me
Okay,
check.
then I'll hold on to them because I got a few of them. Actually, I got more than a few.
I think we only need the one.
I have like 5. I think I got 4 there. 5, 6. I got 6 of them.
They sell for a few copper if you want to sell them.
Yeah, that's why I was asking, because if not, I'll just sell them, because I think they do have weight to them, but I'd rather turn them into a quest if we have that ability.
Okay.
But
hopefully I don't crash.
No, don't do it now. We got to go turn it in real quick. Let's go turn this thing in. We'll end the video, and then in between videos, we'll look those items up, guys, and see if we can find something. And on the next video, we'll let you know
And
what
I
we find.
did.
Oh no!
I'll be going link dead here in a second.
Oh man, did your video still going?
No.
Oh.
I don't think so, anyways.
Well, we'll check it out here in a few minutes. In fact, I guess I'll go ahead
Hey,
and go turn in real quick, guys, so you can see that. I want to do that on camera while, he fixes his computer over there. Room for two, hail me for high-level Drew buffs.
no beginning, no end to this video for me.
Right. Well, we can do some editing later on. We can add an ending to it. I remember, starting my videos for the very first time on my channel. I made so many mistakes. In fact, I still do to this day make new mistakes that I've never, done before, and then learn from those. So, it's a learning experience, and hopefully your fans and your viewers will realize that and know that it takes a little bit of time. As long as they see that your channel is like progressing, I think they're fine with it. Like, I've never had any complaints about it. They've constantly been very supportive and very happy to give out suggestions. I love suggestion, guys. I love any kind of criticism that's constructive. Some people out there, they just love to bash other people, and I don't mind that too much. I've been known to troll myself, not on forums and things of that sort, but in actual the game. I've gotten a little wacky, a little rough at times, but nothing too serious. Although Doom might disagree on that one. But let's see if we can turn this in real quick, guys, and see what we get. Now you're just missing the gloves and the shoes, right?
Yep.
So let's see if we can get them to one of those.
Okay, this is not a quest for us. It's for necros and shamans.
Okay, and I just got the curse scale belt. Had you gotten a belt before?
I've gotten a belt.
Okay, and that's only 2 AC, so that's not very good compared to the other items. They don't add any resist whatsoever. And we still didn't get our level, guys. Unbelievable. Well, again, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. If you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. Definitely helps grow the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, make sure to leave those comments down below, because we do love hearing back from you guys. And we do, take the time and reply to as many of you as we possibly can. Unfortunately, I don't always get to do all of you, but I at least read everything you guys have to say. You want to say anything before we head out, man?
Yeah, we hope you enjoyed the video, even if mine got was a little bit of a hack job today. Hit those buttons, subscribe. If you feel like it, donate to AC's channel. Are you set up for donations?
Yeah, I am, but I've never advertised that on my channel. But I actually did get a donation not too long ago for $5, and it blows my mind. But I am just insanely giddy about the whole thing. Not for the money, but for the fact that somebody believes in the channel that much to donate anything, and it's just it's an amazing feeling, guys. So make sure to head over to Bushidobull's channel on YouTube. He's going to be producing a lot more videos coming in the future. Are there any games that you're going to be doing in particular other than P99?
Yeah, I will be doing I guess a single player game called Thief Dark Shadows.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yep, as soon as I get my new mic, and it sounds good, because it sounds good on Skype, but when I try to do it through the Windows software, it don't sound so good. At least not to me.
I know what that's kind of issue is like, and that's kind of some of the static you might be hearing here and there, guys, on the recording. It's just some of those issues we have to deal with when we're bringing you this kind of content. See, let's turn in these bone chips before we leave. Now this guy, he takes 4 bone chips. You can just hold the control button down and do one at a time, and you want to make sure that they are not stacked. I've shown this on several other videos before, but we'll show it again, and you'll see just how much experience I have. I'm probably at 90. What is that? Like 99 or 98 and a half. I mean, it's right there. No, it's 98 because it's not quite completely filled.
You're going to level here.
I don't have a whole stack. I only have 10. There we go. We got a level out of that. And we're probably about 1% into it.
7 to 8%. So now they're not going to be doing as much for me other than the faction.
Right.
And that's always a reward in itself.
There we
There
go,
was
guys.
one time that I got my Necro, Iksar Necro on Red Server to where the guards and Kinos wouldn't bother me.
Really?
Yep.
Holy crap.
Just by hunting the black burrows, gnolls.
Wow.
It took
That,
about 2 days, 2 8-hour sessions.
dang, man. I figured it would take a lot longer than that, to be honest. But, man, that is crazy.
But now I've killed some guards and stuff, and Hayden, not Hayden, but the guy next to Hayden, that barbarian,
Right.
and I've kind of damaged my faction. But knowing that I can just go in Blackborough and just mass execute gnolls all day long, within a week, a real life week, I'll be at least warmly with them.
That's something we'll definitely have to check out, guys. Again, I want to thank you all for watching, and we will definitely catch you next time.
Subscribe.